Hey guys, and welcome to another broadcast. I'm going to try to fix my Facebook here for just a second. Tonight we are going to talk about popular intermittent fasting protocols. I'm kind of going to go over sort of some of the rules that apply to these popular protocols, and then I'm going to share with you a little bit about the new protocol that we have developed in our intermittent fasting for today's aging woman course, and kind of explain to you how we make that work for us. If you are new, welcome. We are broadcasting live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. I always do my best to make sure that I engage with both audiences at the same time, so please bear with me as I greet my YouTubers at the end, and then I'll go over and greet my Facebook viewers as well. If you are here for the content as described in the subject, please note that I always discuss the subject first, and then I take a little bit of time at the end of this video to greet everyone who has jumped on with us here live and answer any questions or comments that you might have. So if you're here for just the information, you're here for the first part, and if you'd like to interact and join the group in a discussion, please hang around to the end, and we take care of that on the second half of our broadcast or video if you're catching this on the recording. If you're new, my name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women develop nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best, and most importantly, live their most authentic life. And for me, that has been done through intermittent fasting, which I have now developed into a course for today's aging woman. Please take a second to hit that like button if you are joining us new here on Facebook. That way when we go live or I post something on Facebook, you will be notified and kept in the loop. And if you're joining us here on YouTube, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. That way when I do broadcast live or upload a video, you will also be notified. And then you can also engage in the comments after this has been broadcasted live, and I can reach out to you if it's more appropriate after we go live. Okay, so tonight we are going to talk about some of the popular intermittent fasting protocols, and then what I'm going to do is kind of share with you what we do in our intermittent fasting for today's aging woman course and why it is we are getting such amazing results with the women that are joining our course. I'd also like to take just a second to ask you guys to please go ahead, if you're jumping on, please leave a comment and say where you're from, or let me know if you're in one of my courses, if you joined the July course, or if you're in the June course, or maybe you took the May or April course. And then I can acknowledge you when I go through and read all of the comments and make sure that you know that I'm aware that you're here and that I appreciate you. And then I can answer any questions or comments that you have. Okay, so let's get to the meat of it. So there's some common intermittent fasting protocols, and one thing to keep in mind about anything that's a protocol or a guide, keep in mind that they're developed by someone else for the masses. So it is, assumed that a general population or the average person could get results with these kind of protocols, and they're designed to be very blanketed. So they're not very specific. And if you were to adopt some of these protocols, in my opinion, it's kind of like being on a diet. You're following someone else's rules and somebody else's guidelines and somebody else's advice without them really knowing who you are and kind of what your story is coming into the game. So I wanted to say that on the front end, and then I'm going to kind of explain these to you, and then I'll kind of go into the latter part of what we want to talk about here. So the first one, and the one that seems to be most popular with kind of people who are experimenting with intermittent fasting and are kind of just watching a bunch of different random, maybe YouTube videos, or maybe following some people on social media, is what we call the lean gains. And that's a 16-hour fast and a 8-hour feasting window. This is a super comfortable intermittent fasting protocol to kind of fall into, especially if you consider that, 8 hours of that fasting time is generally spent sleeping. So you might have 4 hours on the front end and then 4 hours after you wake up, and you're basically kind of skipping breakfast and maybe a snack. And you're eating about 3 meals a day. So you're basically eating your 3 meals and you're skipping snacks. Like I said, this is a very comfortable protocol for a lot of people to fall into because 4 hours on the front end, 4 on the back end, 8 hours of sleep is pretty doable. But it's also the protocol that a lot of women get stuck in and then find that they're frustrated because they're not seeing results. So if you're the 16 to 8 or the lean gains woman, stay tuned, because I'm going to share with you how you can kind of get yourself out of that and get yourself into a protocol that might help you a little bit better. So the number two popular, and these don't go in order by popularity, it's just kind of the way I've ordered them on my list. But the second one I want to talk about is called Eat, Stop, Eat. And that's basically what we call like the 24-hour fast, or you go dinner to dinner. So you're going to fast all day, eat dinner, start your fast, and then not break your fast until you have dinner again. For a lot of people, this is kind of emotionally daunting to do, because if you think about eating only every 24 hours, it kind of seems unreasonable. We can kind of get ourselves in a little bit of an emotional sticking place, because the thought of only eating dinner just doesn't seem enjoyable, and it's kind of hard to manage if you have a family or you like to maintain some sort of social life. So it's not something that can be done on a very regular or consistent basis. A lot of people try to do that, and they're finding that they're not having success as well, because it's just kind of hard to maintain socially, or like I said, with the family life. And then the third one is called the warrior diet. And this one is where the way it's described in the definition is you fast for 24 hours and you feast once. So it's kind of like the 24-hour fast, but the way it's described in its sort of, how to is that you're allowed to snack or have small meals during your feasting or your fasting window. So you're not truly in a fasted state. You're kind of becoming very calorie deficient in your fasting window. And then when you're feasting, you become, you make up for calories. So it's like a fast and a feast, but in an exaggerated way. So you're really not in a true fasted state, because you're allowed to take in some calories. So that eases up a little bit of that 20 hours. And then when you're feasting, there's really no rules. You eat whatever you want in whatever quantities you want, and you do it for the full 4 hours. So this one is a little bit difficult for women as well, because it's sort of like gives you a false sense of security that you could just eat whatever you want in whatever quantities. And we all know that that's not necessarily true. And then the one thing that I really don't like about the warrior diet is, and you hear me say this a lot, if you're going to fast. And there's a difference between fasting and just not eating. And in this scenario with the warrior diet, I personally feel that you're not fasting because you're still eating. It's just that you're doing it in such small quantities that you're giving this false sense of security that you're actually in a fasted state, when we all know that we're really not. So that's the warrior diet. You fast for 20 hours and then you feast for 4, your calorie deficit, and then you make up for it in sort of gorging yourself for the 4 hours. And then there's one called the fat loss forever. It's a combination of the eat, stop, eat, which is the dinner to dinner, the warrior diet, which is where you fast for 20, but you have snacks, and then you feast for 4. And then the lean gains, which is the 16-8, which is a very comfortable place for most women to be, but can be kind of frustrating because you're not going to see the results that you think you're going to see with fasting. And then that's followed by a cheat day, which is then followed by a 36-hour fast. So lots of rules, lots of changing. In my opinion, a little difficult to calendar and kind of manage, because are you eating? Are you not eating? Are you fasting? Are you cheating? Like, who knows? And for most of us women who are aging with kind of that hormonal imbalance that we're going through, that puts us hormonally in this roller coaster where our body doesn't know if we're coming or going. So that's one that I find to be very frustrating as well. And then there's the up day, down day. And I don't know where they come up with these names, but up day, down day is another one we're going to talk about. It's an alternate day diet. So you eat very little for one day, and then you eat normal for the next day, and you're going to count calories, which is another thing that I really don't believe in. So you're going to have to manage the calorie consumption that you take in, and then you're always going to kind of adjust it. On your down day, it's suggested to eat between 400 to 500 calories, and then on your up day, between 2,000 and 2,500. Like, that's not very realistic for women, especially aging women, because we just know that our calorie intake does not need to be that high. And then again, we're kind of becoming obsessed and a little preoccupied with counting calories, and do we need to eat, do we not need to eat, and who has time for that? So do these protocols work? Yes, they absolutely do work. I think they work for a certain demographic of people, and they don't necessarily always work for us as aging women. And I know a lot of the women who come into our course, or a lot of the women who have been reaching out to me on YouTube, they're absolutely at the, pulling out their hair stage, completely frustrated. Do I eat? Do I not eat? Do I fast? Can I have a few calories? Can I not have a few calories? What hour should I fast? And they're totally confused and frustrated because nothing is working for them. And in my opinion, things aren't working for us because we are following someone else's plan. And what we really need to do is to start thinking and create our own plan. And that's exactly what we do in our intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course. And our intermittent fasting protocol in our course is what we call the sweet spot. And that's the spot where you determine as a woman what works best for you and what works best within your lifestyle and what foods make you feel and look your best while you're living your most authentic life. So you're not following my rules. You're not following any one of those other protocols that I kind of discussed here today. You're going to create what makes you feel your absolute best and what helps you live within your own personal guidelines for the lifestyle in which you want to live. We've taken all the rules and we've thrown them out the door, and we've allowed you, through educating you about what intermittent fasting can do for you, not only health-wise, fat loss-wise, weight-wise, energy-wise, hormone balance-wise, and we give you that information and we say implement it. And then what we do is we guide you along the way to make sure that you can tweak whatever it is that you're trying to do and find your own personal sweet spot with intermittent fasting. And that's exactly why we're getting the results that we're getting in our intermittent fasting course for some women within weeks and others by the 30th day of our course. They're leaving our course totally empowered, feeling free about what to do with their food, feeling balanced with their hormones, losing weight, feeling optimistic, feeling happy, and knowing that they are now in control of what they're going to do from that point forward on in their life in regards to food, because they're in an empowered position to make decisions for themselves, and they no longer have to follow someone else's plan, not even my own. I don't have a plan. I teach you how to figure your own plan out, and we call that the sweet spot. So I know a lot of you have enrolled in our July course yesterday and today and throughout this last month. I wanted to kind of let you know that we have received all of your emails for those who have enrolled in the last couple of days and haven't been able to schedule your consult call. I need you to just do me a favor and trust that we will take care of you. We have left no woman behind. I am having to go in and kind of readjust some stuff in my personal life. It's summertime. My kids are home. I didn't have the heart to shut down the course because so many women are reaching out to us needing help. And we didn't want you to have to wait an extra 30 days to get into a course. So we've taken over our limit of women, and that's totally fine. We can handle it. Everyone's going to be taken care of. But I need to just ask for a little bit of patience and a little bit of grace over today and tomorrow as I readjust my calendar and open up some additional consult times for my new registrants. So if you've enrolled and you haven't been able to book your consult call, don't worry, your spot is saved in our course. You will start with us. I'm going to switch some things around, and we will personally reach out to you to make sure that you are invited to book your consult call when some of those times come available. If you are kind of on the fence still, or you were hoping to join and you think we might have closed out, my assistant Kara and I have been super busy today, and we weren't able to get the course shut down yet. So if you are watching this live, you have a pretty good chance of getting yourself enrolled if you still want to get into our July course. We probably won't get it officially shut down till I get done with my consult calls tonight, so probably late tonight. If you're on the East Coast or Central Time Zone, if you're on the Pacific side of the world, on the West Coast, you'll probably have an opportunity to get enrolled this evening, but tonight, I'm sure by midnight, it'll be cut off. So you can still sneak in if you would like. If you're catching this tomorrow on a recording, it will probably be too late, but don't worry, we're working on getting our second course for August, or maybe even mid-July. We're thinking about opening a mid-month course. You can get into that as well. So definitely fill out the email information if you get to that form, and know that if you miss the cutoff for July, that we will get you taken care of as soon as we can, either mid-July or beginning of August. So I hope that cleared up some things for some intermittent fasting protocols. There are so many out there. Just know that if you're trying to follow something that has too many rules attached to it, that it's not your plan and it's not designed to work for you. It's designed to work for someone else. And if they get the masses to follow it, then there'll be enough people to get success by chance that they can claim that it works. What I am finding, and what a lot of the women are finding in our intermittent fasting course, is that it's best to design your own plan, kind of throw out the rules. We are not counting calories. We are not weighing ourselves. We are not counting macros. We're determining for ourselves what foods make us look and feel our best and allow us to live that most authentic life with our family and with our friends and in social environments. And it's taking a lot of pressure off of us as women, and allowing us to be free with food and really enjoy ourselves and our lives while making ourselves healthy and feel amazing. So let me go over here. I think I started on YouTube last night. So just to be fair, I'm going to start on Facebook tonight. I'm going to greet everyone. This is the part where I socialize with my audience. So if you're done with the content, this is a place where you can kind of jump off. If you want to hang out and be part of the discussion, I always invite you to stay, and I will make sure that I acknowledge everyone who's left a comment or checked in. My husband is here. I will acknowledge him as well. Jessica, good to see you. Shayla, nice to have you. Amy, Robin from PR, I'm guessing is that Puerto Rico. Let's see, Vivery from West Virginia. Julie from Houston, welcome. Wendy from Ohio. Springfield, Ohio is where Jessica's from. Melissa Brennan, she's from across the street. So welcome, Melissa. Diane, hey Diane, I'm so excited about July class. Oh, Diane, I'm excited to have you. We're gonna have, oh my gosh, it's good. We have 235 women, not counting whoever signs up between now and when we close it out tonight. So it's gonna be so much fun. I am super excited. I'm gonna be stressed out and on the phone a lot, but I'm super excited. Carrie, hi there. I'm from Central California. Joined in July class. Really excited to start. Carrie, I'm super excited to have you too. Jody, hello from Washington State. I'm enrolled in your July course. Excited and nervous at the same time. Jody, you don't have to be nervous. Oh my gosh, it is so much fun. We're going to take the stress and the pressure off of food and dieting and weight loss and health and all that. And by, I don't know, mid first week, the nervousness will go away. Trust me. It's super, super fun. Miramar, is that how you pronounce your name? When we get on the phone, oh, you're in the, yeah, I just talked to you. How are you? Good to have you here. Miramar, right? Yeah, I think I just talked to you recently. Hey, from Perth, Western Australia. I'm in the July group. It can't come quick enough. I know. And Christine, it's probably like super early in the morning for you. Girlfriend, you need to get to bed. Mikalea. Hello, Diane. New to IF and loving it so far. Hope to get in your August course. Okay, so stay tuned. Stay close to us here on Facebook, and we'll send out a notice when we're ready and up and running for August. Gracie, hello from Missouri. Shelly, welcome. Tracy, hi, Diane. Currently a happy IFer in your June class. Thank you. We're happy to have you in June. June's been a great class. I've been loving it. Jessica, love the warrior. Yeah, good for you. Julie, hello from Pennsylvania. Thank you for all the information you provide. Oh, Julie, you're welcome. Jessica, I go 20 to 24 and do one meal a day. Awesome. Dana, I think she's tagging someone. Okay, Valerie, hey love, sweet spot. Yeah, the sweet spot is nice when you can find it. How many hours does it take your body to get to the autophagy state? Jessica, I didn't really talk about that here. It's varying again. Some people say 36 hours. Some people say as long as you're fat adaptive and you're on like a low carb, high fat, ketogenic type of state that you can get into autophagy faster. I say fast long, feast well, and you're doing your body good. I went, the autophagy part is so personal to every person. Doris from Oregon, welcome. Robin, Puerto Rico. Where do I find info on the class? I'll look for it. I will look at it for August. Okay, yeah. So Autumn, don't worry about it. We'll post it. Just keep joining us here live and check back on my Facebook page. When we're up for August, there'll be links so you can kind of get yourself signed up. Sarah, is once a week too much to do extended fast of 36 hours? I do 24 most weeks and flex weekends. I don't, that's a personal choice. If you want to know my personal opinion, I think 36 hours is kind of extensive. If you don't feel like you're missing out on too much food-wise and you're feeling okay, I guess it's okay. I would check in with yourself and make sure you're feeling okay. Christine, 10:30 a.m. here. I'm all good. Oh, okay, cool. And that's Australia, so good for you. Doris, got my water bottle you suggested. I love it. What color did you get, Doris? Okay, I'm going to go over here to YouTube really quick. Let's see. I'm going to start from the beginning. Lonnie, good to see you again. Lonnie, always good to see you checking in. Marnie, hello. I live the flexible IF protocol works with life. Yes, Yvonne, I agree. I'm a flexible intermittent faster myself. Debbie, good to have you here. DST Girl 9 of 9, hello. Mary C, hi Dan, always good to see you. Oh, Mary, thanks. Good to see you too. Janet, hello. First time here. Well, DST Girl 9 of 9. Make sure you subscribe so you can catch us next time we go live. Monica, hello from SoCal. Well, hello. SoCal is my home. Where are you in SoCal? Jersey, hey, all glad to be part of this group. Hey, we're so glad to have you. Barbara, glad you are here with us. Shanna, hello. Alice, hello. Barbara, I'm from the May course. Yeah. Barbara, you gonna join our alumni group? Debbie, your guys' course has been great. Hopefully you'll join the alumni group too. Frisco, Texas is in the house. New subscriber from New Jersey. Welcome, new subscriber. Glad to have you. May course and an alumni. Yes, that is Marlise. Birdie from Alabama. Maryland. Let's see if there's any questions. June course, love it. Priceless information. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. The June course is great. Let's see, what makes the water bottle special? What kind is it? Carla, send me an email and I'll tell you what makes the water bottle special. DianeParianFitness@gmail.com. Keeps water ice cold all day. Yes, so you can take it with you, and it's a 25-ounce water bottle, and so it's easy to track how many ounces of water you drink in a day. Marnie, the July course countdown is on. Watching from Indiana. Welcome. Atkinson, Life in Between. Fremont, California. Welcome. Okay, I don't have any questions. I'm just going to say a lot of hellos. Susan, looking forward to July. Yeah, it's going to be great. Can't wait to find my sweet spot. Still at 16.8, occasionally 18. Shanna, the 20 is the sweet spot. You just got to kind of get there and test it out. Diane from SoCal. Hello from Arizona. Susan. Hi from Texas, Ohio, Texas, Melbourne, Australia. You girls are killing it. Thanks for being here. Stacy, do you ever go over a list of foods that we should and shouldn't eat? Stacy, my hard and fast rule about foods you should and shouldn't eat is very simple. It goes like this. Only eat foods that make you look and feel your best and help you live your most authentic life. I can't tell you what that is. You have to figure that out for yourself by creating a very in-tuned and intimate relationship with your body and listening to the signals that your body sends you when you eat certain foods. If those foods are making you feel bad, those are the foods that you should not eat. If you eat foods that make you feel energized and well in general, then those are the foods that you eat. And I can't tell you what that is because everybody has a different body chemistry, and you have to determine that for yourself. Okay, good evening from Michigan. Hello. Ohio's in the house. Long Beach, Monica. Karen from the Bahamas. Oh, we're all jealous. I wish I was in the Bahamas. Oh, Mary, I'm glad you like the Vital Protein Collagen Powder. Oh my gosh, once you get that in and your skin starts improving, you won't go a day without it. I'm telling you, it's the best. Okay, we'll be 51 Saturday, and so glad to have found this group. Oh, well, happy birthday early. On Saturday. Shanna, I knew you would say that. I'm going to try it soon. Been traveling, seems easier when at home. Yeah. The Mrs. Christie, it is important to hit our protein amount each day if doing 23-1. Thanks from Christy in Australia. Okay, so you don't necessarily, like, as a society, we've been kind of told to over-consume protein, so we don't even count how many grams of protein we have. We eat high-fat, moderate protein, conscious carbohydrate lifestyles, and you figure that out for yourself. Are you familiar with Dr. Berg on YouTube? Big on IF and very knowledgeable. Yeah, Dr. Berg's really great. Okay, so let me go back over here to Estelle. Welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. Hoping you all do a mid-July course going until July 5th. Yeah, Gracie, I think we are going to do a mid-July course, so just keep checking back to my Facebook page or YouTube channel, and we'll post links. What's included in the course? 30 days of information about intermittent fasting and lifestyle creating. Teresa, good to have you here. Teresa, where are you from? I know where she's from, but I'm going to see what she's going to say. Okay, so not a lot of questions, which is good. Hopefully that means that you guys understood what I was talking about. Again, about the July course. Because my assistant and I were busy, and she's probably going to be mad at me, we are extending the enrollment through probably midnight tonight until we can get it actually shut down and the new enrollment started up. So if you can sneak in tonight, definitely do so. I am going to ask again for a little bit of grace and patience from the people who've signed up for the last 3 days. We have had a huge influx of registrations, which I absolutely love. I do not want to have you guys wait until we enroll the next course if you're ready to jump in with us. So we will get everyone taken care of. I am opening up some additional times on my calendar for the consult call. But trust me, just get into the course. Once you're enrolled in the course, you're in, you have a spot. The consult call, we will work out sometime during the next 30 days. So we will make sure everyone has a consult call booked. Don't stress about it. We will get back to you. We know the people who don't have a call booked, and we will make sure that everyone gets on a call on the calendar between now and probably the first week of August. I have some vacation time built into that time, so I will be taking you guys with me on vacation. I will be doing consult calls by the pool or wherever it is we decide to do vacation. So I'm willing to make sure that I do my part on my end and can fulfill my commitment to you if you are willing to trust me with your health and fitness and take an opportunity to spend 30 days with me in our course. So you will be taken care of. So don't worry about if you get to the consult call and it's all booked up. We will make sure that we are taking care of you. Looking forward to joining the alumni course. Yeah, Debani, we're going to work hard on getting that alumni course up too. Will you receive? Okay. How do you enroll? Sheila, my assistant just posted. It's going to say Diane Parham, and it says course info. If you click on that, that's how you enroll. And that's for Sheila, who just asked. Hi, Diane. I'm in the July course. So excited. How does the course work? Is there another time you talk to the group? Can't wait for the magic. Okay. How do you know about the magic? You've been watching a lot of videos. Okay. So the course is an online course. You enroll. We all start on the same day. We all start July 1st. We do our first fast together on that Sunday night. Don't freak out about 4th of July. We're going to make it all work. You just do what you got to do when you're doing your 4th of July picnics if you're in the United States. If you're not in the United States, you do your regular thing on the 4th of July. I know there's a Canada Day built into July. We work around all of that, and I teach you how to kind of manage that and build in, holidays and tweaking your fasting window and feasting window and all that kind of stuff. So, we'll work on all of that during our time together in July. Doing IF since June 11th, but need motivation to give up my wine. Sharon, are you in our course? You need to join our course. Oh, Laura, thank you. I'm excited for you to join us in July too. Will you receive any? Okay, there was another question about keto. Where did it go? Oh, what do you think of keto and IF? Okay, Carrie, my opinion of the ketogenic diet is this. It's a diet. It's no different than following someone else's intermittent fasting protocol. The ketogenic diet is a very difficult diet for most people to follow. There are people who follow it very well. For me, it's something that I just don't want to have to manage. I don't want to have to count and track carbohydrate grams. What I'm doing with the flexibility of my intermittent fasting by having a nutritional plan that I follow that meets my criteria of making me look and feel my best and help me live my most authentic life has also cured some of the health situations that I have. So it works. You do not have to go all the way down to a ketogenic type of lifestyle to get results with intermittent fasting. Now, with that being said, a lower carbohydrate and a higher fat style of eating works very well with intermittent fasting if you understand the science of what intermittent fasting is and does and how you want to have your body being a fat burning machine and not a sugar burning machine. So the less carbohydrates you put in, the less sugars you have to burn through, which gets you into that fat burning state a lot faster. We've sort of dumbed it down so it's really, really easy to follow, and you can get amazing results without having to necessarily manage a ketogenic state. And what happens a lot of times if you're trying to stay in a ketogenic state is it's hard to stay there. And if you're testing to sort of prove that you're ketogenic, and you're testing out of the keto level, then you end up putting yourself into this big emotional turmoil that is often not worth it. So we really avoid that at all costs during our course because it's just too hard to manage. You should trust your gut and sign up for the July course. It's going to be super fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. And we take care of you, so don't worry about it. Just finished my first 17 hours tomorrow, 18. Awesome. Awesome. Let us know, KJ, when you hit your sweet spot. Any tips on getting back on track? Had a big party weekend last weekend and have been famished since. I can't seem to skip breakfast. Also looking forward to July group. B, I would just say do the best you can and we'll fix you in July. Oh, well, I'm completely keto. Linda, if you're completely keto, I think that's awesome. It's just something that I personally can't do, and I find that a lot of women, I would say most of the women in our group, really don't want to have to manage either. We're taking all of that thought out of managing our lifestyle around food, and we're making it very, very simple. How do you keep food fats interesting? Not get burned out on avocado and fat shakes. I could eat avocado and fat shakes every day. I am a very repetitive type of eater. I could eat the same exact thing every day and not get bored with it, so it's not a problem for me. I know not everyone's that way, so you got to figure out that for yourself. What foods are going to keep you interested? In my late 40s, I find it more difficult to stay on track with IF during that time of the month. Yeah, we work on that in the fasting course too. Irresistible something. Yeah, just signed up for July. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to jump off of here, you guys, because I'm going to go work with my assistant to try to get some stuff set up so we can actually get the course shut down later this evening and then get prepared for my consult calls with some of my June clients tonight. If you have any questions, definitely put them in the comments below. We will review those tonight, make sure everyone who wants to get in July gets taken care of. But after tonight, you will definitely have to wait until we do something in mid-July or sometime in August. Just get on our email list and we'll email you when we make some changes for that. So, as always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow night, and we'll jump back on at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you've hit that like button. Make sure you've hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when we do go live. And then hopefully I'll see you in the July group, or I'll see you somewhere on social media for the remainder of the week. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.